Hey guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about who the best units are for this week's tournament. So, as you know, this tournament is on the Fabled Legends map, and it involves, let's go take a look here. So, tournament over here. So, this tournament this week involves dealing the highest damage possible, and we have 20 minutes, and the enemies are shielded. Okay? The shield doesn't really matter too much, except for in the early game, where you're trying to damage them and then you have to hit them twice sometimes, maybe even more. I wanted to talk about who the best units are that you can bring to this tournament. And this is definitely not all of them, and obviously, if you have unique on someone, that character will probably always be viable to bring to a tournament due to the damage and just efficiency from the gold. Okay, so first of all, I'd like to talk about Aizen. So ISO Final, this unit is incredible. If you don't know, he has full AoE after upgrade 6, I want to say. And then when he gets his Ultra Fagor upgrade, I think it's the 15,000 upgrade, he can hit air units. And this full AoE is absolutely massive. It's so big. It hits just about everything you can imagine in the area around him, and he hits it multiple times so he can break through shields. If you're going to bring Izo, you should bring a Miracle Timepiece on him. You can get the Miracle Timepiece from Gilgamesh over here at the Relic Station. Over here, right? You go here, and then it's all the way at the bottom. The Miracle Timepiece. Now you might be wondering, where do I get these parts? These empty tomes, lost chapters, devil hearts, and ingots? So first of all, I want to tell you that to get the ingots, you have to craft them with ores. And like it says right here, obtained from Clover Kingdom Legend stages. So if we click play over here, and we walk in here, Legend stages, Clover Kingdom. I usually farmed this one because the normal enemies can drop the iron, the ores, and then with 15 ores, you can go ahead and bring those things over and craft them into ingots. The hardest drop for me so far has been this Devil Heart. It's taken so many runs to get them, but I was able to get enough to be able to craft two, actually. So my first one was pretty decent with the magic damage, but I was like, man, I really want a higher true damage output. So I made another one and I got super lucky with this one. 35 seconds and 120% or 119%. Just so you know, oh, this could go really well on Frieza because of the light damage too. Just so you know, the range of this item is between 30 seconds and 50 seconds. And I think it's between 80% damage and 130% extra damage. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that pretty much sums up Izo. You want to get a minus SPA curse on him as well. Make him attack as much as possible. If you go to the wiki, the site says he has a 15-second SPA at max rank. Mine has about an 11.1 SPA, so that's really huge. Next, I want to talk about Pride or Escanor. This guy's sick. This guy is insane. He came out recently in update, I think 11. Was it 11? 11.5? I want to say 11. I don't remember. But he came out recently. I don't have the best stat potential on him. I've been working on re-rolling that. This guy is insane. After you place him, for the next 15 rounds, he will get stronger due to his Sunshine passive. And this Sunshine passive increases his damage and range every level. And it just becomes insane. He ends up getting like more than 2 times his damage. And the relic I have on him is the Lost Vein relic. It's really nice because I have every 4 strikes. That's the main thing you want to look at here. It can be from 4, 5, or 6. And so 4 strikes means he's critting as often as possible with the 100% crit chance. In order to get the Lost Vein, same deal. You want to go over there to Gilgamesh. It should be like one of the top items now. And you need to get 2 things for this. The first thing you need to get is in the legend stage over here. I believe... No, it's not in the legend stage. I'm completely wrong. You want to use these demon leader portals, and within these portals, I believe, you'll get this item called a demonic spellbook. Right? Am I like just completely lying? Let me go make sure. Sorry about that. Yes, okay. So yeah, demonic spellbook. And in order to get these relic shards, you have to go over here to the raids. And you have 2 options to get these things. So we have to do the Frieza raid, which you can do 3 times a day. It resets after 24 hours. But it resets 24 hours after a set time, not after you did it. So you can do it whenever within those 24 hours, and the time it resets won't change. You have a 100% chance to get them, so that's a guaranteed 3 every day. And then here you have a 10% chance to get it. And then if you look at here, there's a 5% chance to get the hidden secret Piccolo unit, and here you have a 1% chance. You should get it before it goes away because they are limited units. I don't have one yet. You should try to get them though. They'll be worth a lot later on when new people start to come and they want to trade you for it. So yeah, that's Escanor. I also recommend getting SPA on him, SPA Curse. If you're wondering how to curse your units, you want to go to this Sukuno's domain, and you have to speak to him. You can pick your unit. I'll just pick someone random. And you use these fingers to curse them. Next, I have not used this guy, but my friend has him, and he says he's really good. And I agree because he has full AoE. Yamamoto is an insane unit. Super cool looking too, really cool. And he has a really cool cosmetic. You can't obtain him normally anymore. He's limited, as you can tell here. But what he does is he has this ability, and every time he kills a unit up to 500 units, I believe, the move gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And when you activate it, it becomes a full hybrid AoE attack that will attack everything around him and do loads of damage. And as you know, the tournament needs lots of damage done, right? So if you can get as much damage as possible, then you're going to be doing well. Next, Pucci. I don't have a relic on him because I haven't really farmed the other Clover stages, but any small relic that gives any sort of like magic increase would be good on him. This guy's insane. He's a pain in the butt to evolve because it involves getting this item called Geos Bone, and then you have to go and do legend stages over here. You have to do these Cape Canaveral legend stages. No, you don't have to do those. You have to do where is it? Cape Canaveral. You want to do infinites here. You want to do infinites and kill the bosses. You need to kill, that's such a strong word. You need to defeat 36 bosses from JoJo. That could be legend stages or infinites. Once you get those, this item will turn into a baby and you can evolve the first stage of Pucci. From there, then you have to bring Pucci into... Then you have to use that level of Pucci, and that Pucci has to kill a bunch of units, and then he'll be able to evolve that way. He has to kill a bunch of JoJo stage units. This dude's insane because his ability at his second to last rank, Time Acceleration. It's about a 5-minute cooldown, and he reduces the SPA of every single unit on the map, global range, by 50%. So your units will be effectively dealing double damage for 30 seconds because they're attacking twice as fast. This dude is super worth the grind. And if you ever need help, you can always go to the Discord, and people are always running these legend stages or infinites, and you can have an easy time getting him. He's super good, just a little time consuming to get. Which reminds me, I didn't talk about evolving Aizen. This guy is a pain in the butt to evolve as well. Long story short, you have to do... What is it? You have to do these legend stages, and then you end up getting this box. You have to do the final legend stage, and you get this box. And what this box does is it brings you to this spooky little area. And what you need to do here is you have to kill units in the Katakura town to gain noble or worthy souls. But what you can also do here is you can sacrifice. So you have to present worthy souls to him. I don't have any right now because I evolved my Aizen like a long time ago. You can also sacrifice mythic tier units. I don't recommend this unless you have extras to spare. But if you do have extras to spare, I think it's 16 mythics that you need to sacrifice in order to have the correct percentage. I don't recommend it if you don't have the mythics, but if you do have the mythics, go ahead and do it. I use the mythics because I'm really lazy. But yeah, Aizen's super cool. He also has a bunch of evolutions, so there's a really good chance for you to get these really good stats on him if you're patient. All right, next. I haven't used her personally, but I have seen a lot of success with her in other people's runs. The Ice Queen, she has recently went away as of the end of the winter event. And what she does is, in her last 2 upgrades, she has this move called like Mahapadma or something. And what it does is she will freeze every enemy around her in a full AoE. Maybe you're noticing a trend here, but full AoE is kind of nutty. It's insanely strong. When you have the full AoE freeze, everything on the map will stop for like maybe 1.5, 2 seconds. This might not seem like a lot, but a mix with the super high damage she brings, as well as the freeze that will allow enemies to stay in your other units' ranges, makes her an incredible unit to bring into tournaments. If you want to get traits on her, I'd either recommend Sniper or Godspeed, or, if you get any mythics on her, because her SPA is insanely high, like at 20 or so seconds at the max ranks. Super strong, super good, and she is flooding the trading channel in the Discord. The Discord has so many of her, so you'll definitely be able to get her. And the last unit I want to talk about for that's like providing damage for this tournament is Itachi. This guy is awesome. What he does is he applies a burn to the units that deals his full damage over, I want to say 8. It's some amount of seconds, but he will do his full damage twice. And if you look here at the Mangekyo Eye over here, right? Burning duration is doubled. So that means he will be doing triple his damage if you have this on him. Because the burning duration's doubled, which means the double damage is doing it again. So this one relic is just making Itachi one of the best units in the game right now. If you can get a unique on Itachi, I think you're set for life. Or at least until they, power creep him, like every unit gets power crept. As you can see, he has this Mangekyo Eye. This thing's really strong. It's kind of gross looking. It only has one roll on it, and that's between, I want to say, 2% to 5% fire damage. Not so important, but if you can get higher, obviously it's better. The burning duration is always doubled. That doesn't change among any of them. So yeah, Itachi is insane. He only hits ground units though, so make sure you bring someone that can hit air if you are taking Itachi. So those 6 units can definitely do really well for you if you have them level 100, good SPA, good trait. If you can bring them into this tournament, you will definitely get at least 2 billion damage, I feel like. I feel like just Poochie and Pride, just Poochie, Pride, and Izo, those guys will get you at least 2 billion damage if you have them like with decent SPAs and decent traits. Some other units that you can always consider are Winda, or Windy. She has an ability on placement that it boosts the damage of magic units around her by 30%. Super strong, especially when you have like an Aizen who has 250,000 damage at max rank. 30% of that is huge. Let me just go bust out my calculator real quick. So 250,000 times 30%. That's an extra 75,000 damage he's doing every however long his SPA is. There's also Orwin. This guy does not have the ability on placement, but after 3 upgrades, I believe, he'll get this move that boosts the physical damage of units around him by 25%. And then obviously there is Speed Cart or Speedwagon, one of the better gold, or like one of the 3 gold generation units in the game, Bulmy. And lastly, you can always bring Navi as well. Oops. You can always bring Navi. She's a little different in that she doesn't generate the gold automatically. She has to mark a unit, and you kill the unit, and then you get the gold. In this tournament, Navi will definitely give you a lot more gold than Speedwagon. But the thing is that, like, early game, she's not as good. If you have any sort of waves that'll go past 20, so infinites or non-story missions, Navi's the better unit to bring. But if you are doing like 15 or like ending at 20 waves, Speedwagon's usually the move. Looking here, other units that I would consider bringing. If you want to, if you're finding yourself about to die, like the units are like getting to the end of the like the end of the map or the end of the stage, you can always bring Goju as a way to stop the map for about 8 seconds and just, you know, recollect yourself and like get some extra damage out as well. Other than him though, I think those are probably the best units to bring. If you have Metal Knight, of course, I don't have Metal Knight. I actually used his stats and I put him onto my Aizen. And yeah. So I hope that helped. If you have any questions, and please leave a comment below. I would be happy to help you or answer any questions. But yeah, good luck in the tournament. I'm probably going to be uploading another tournament run that I do because I really do want to top 3 billion. But yeah, remember to like and subscribe and leave a comment if you have anything to ask. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.